You're listening to WRUU-LP Savannah, Georgia, 107.5 FM, WRUU.org. We are Savannah Soundings, community radio with global soul.
When the devil got a hold of me, he wouldn't set me free, so he kept me sold for ransom. Na 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 na. I'm a sailor man from Glasgow town. I've roamed this world around and round. He's the meanest thing that I had found in all me days of wandering. Na 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 na. And I could see his evil eyes. Once then he took me by surprise. Take me to your paradise. I want to see the jungle. Na 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 na. Graffiti on the wall, just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall of the cells, of the cells. Graffiti on the wall, it says we're magic, we're magic. Graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall, and it says ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh. Say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat. Say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat. Say ooh ah up the rat. We went through each jungle deep, for the paradise that we did seek was no trip for the weak. They're waltzing with the natives. Na 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 na. From the Amazon to Borneo, from Africa to Tokyo, to the darkest jungles of the world, but nowhere could I lose them. Na 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 na. Around in circles every way, he turned to me and he did say, I think you're leading me astray. I want your soul, me bow. Na 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 na. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle deep. That's where the lion sleeps. For then those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise. Graffiti on the wall, just as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall of the cells, of the cells. Graffiti on the wall, it says we're magic, we're magic. Graffiti on the wall. Graffiti on the wall. It says ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah up the rat. Ooh ah up the rat, say ooh ah.
You're listening to Celtic Traditions on WRUU. That was the Wolftones with their biggest hit, Celtic Symphony, which was such a popular song in the 1990s that they had to play it twice during each of their shows. Why Celtic and not Celtic? Well, that song was written in honor of the Scottish football team known as Glasgow Celtic, much like the Boston Celtics. Up next is the late Danny Quinn with a cautionary tale called Nancy Whiskey.
Oh, I'm a weaver, a Carlton weaver. I'm a rash and a roving blade. I've got silver in my pocket, so I follow the roving trade, singing a whiskey, whiskey, Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. As I went down through Glasgow City, Nancy whiskey I chanced to smell. I went in, sat down beside her 7 long years, oh, I loved her well, singing whiskey, whiskey, Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. The more I kissed her, the more I loved her. The more I kissed her, the more she smiled. Soon I forgot my mother's teaching. Nancy soon had me beguiled, singing whiskey, whiskey, Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. As I rose early in the morning to slack my thirst, it was my need. I tried to rise, but I wasn't able. Nancy had me by my knees, singing a whiskey, whiskey, Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Oh, I'm going back to the Carlton weaving. I'll surely make them shuttles fly, for I learned more at the Carlton weaving than e'er I did in the roving trade, singing whiskey, whiskey, Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. So come all you weavers, you Carlton weavers. Come all you weavers, wherever you be, beware of a whiskey, Nancy whiskey. She rooted you like she rooted me, singing whiskey, whiskey, Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Oh, whiskey, whiskey, Nancy whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh.
to the central station. I hate to leave my river time for some damn town that's God forsaken. Fare thee well, Northumberland. Although I'll go where the lady takes me, she'll never tell what's in her hand. I do not know what fate awaits me. Fare thee well, Northumberland. My heart beats for my streets and alleys, longs to dwell in the borderlands, the northeast shore and the river valleys. Fare thee well, Northumberland. I may not stay, I'm bound for leaving, I'm bound to ramble and to roam. I only say my heart is grieving. I would not gamble on my coming home. Roll on, Geordie boy, roll. 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 Come drive me down to the central station. I hate to leave my river time for some damn town that's God forsaken. Goodbye, old friend of mine. Although I'll go where the lady takes me, she'll never tell what's in her hand. I do not know what fate awaits me. Fare thee well, Northumberland. Roll on, Geordie boy, roll. 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 Roll on, Geordie boy, roll.
That was the Canadian group known as the Cottars with Farewell Northumberland, and before that you heard Dennis Doyle with his original composition, Grace Doyle, from the CD Irish Blessings. Up next, we have the Cranberries with what I consider to be their most beautiful song, a tribute to the Irish Protestant poet William Butler Yeats. One of the foremost figures of 20th century literature, Yeats was born in Sandymount, Ireland. In 1889, Yeats met Maud Gonne, an English heiress and Irish nationalist who admired his work. He proposed marriage but was rejected, and Maud went on to have a disastrous marriage with John McBride, whom Yeats derided in letters and poems. This song features lines from his poem No Second Troy, written about Maud Gonne, starting with the line, "Why should I blame her that she filled my days with misery?" Yeats went to his grave in 1939. Here's the late Dolores O'Riordan singing as sweetly and passionately as ever with Yeats's grave.
Silence by day in a grey. La la la. William Butler Yeats couldn't say. Why did you stand here? Were you sick at the time? But I don't find out. Why did you sit here? In the grave. Why should I blame her that she filled my days with misery, or that she would have bravely talked to even if men most violent ways, or heard the little streets upon the grave, had they but courage and could desire. Sad that Maud Gonne couldn't stay. She had my bride anyway. You sit here with me on the island is free, and you're writing down everything. But I don't find out, why did you sit here? Why should I blame her? Had they the courage they could desire. Had they the courage they could desire.
Listen to the best eclectic mix of music on Evening Eclectic on Sundays from 10 to midnight on WRUU-LP, Savannah, Georgia.
the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. 1847 was the year it all began. Deadly pains of hunger drove 1 million from the land. They journeyed not for glory, their motive wasn't greed, a voyage of survival across the stormy sea. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. Some of them knew fortune and some of them knew fame. More of them knew hardship, died upon the plain. They spread throughout the nation, they rode the railroad cars, brought their songs and music to ease their lonely hearts. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal.
You're listening to WRUU-LP Savannah, Georgia, 107.5 FM, WRUU.org. We are Savannah Soundings, community radio with global soul.
Support for this portion of WRUU's programming is brought to you by listeners in the 2019 Savannah Music Festival, which runs from March 28th through April 13th. The Savannah Music Festival will be featuring world music artists Fatoumata Diawara with Nora Mint Somali, Daime Aracena, flamenco virtuoso Vicente Amigo, Dreamers Circus with the Seamus Egan Project, Angelique Kidjo's Remain in Light, a Latin dance party with Septeto Santiaguaro, and more. Additional information can be found at savannahmusicfestival.org.
Thanks for listening to Celtic Traditions. That was Christy Moore singing a song written by his brother called City of Chicago, a song about Irish emigration, Chicago being one of many common destinations for Irish seeking a better life, along with Boston and New York. Before that, we heard Danu with Cameron Highlander and Blackthorn Stick. During our first 11 shows, we're spending some time talking about how folk songs changed and evolved as they traveled from place to place. And we're playing 11 different versions or interpretations of this next song. Here's Robbie O'Connell with his uncles, the Clancy Brothers, with As I Roved Out.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from an evening dinner theater in Westchester, New York, won't you welcome, please, the Clancy Brothers and Robbie O'Connell.
As I roved out in the May morning, right early, I met me love upon the way, and Lord, but she was early. And she sang, let the dooley, and she had lovely, and she landed. Well, her boots were black, her stockings white, her buckles shone like silver. She had a dark and a roving eye, and her earrings touched her shoulder. And she sang at the dooley, the dooley, the dooley, and she idled on me, and she idled on me, and she landed. What day to you, me bunny, we lass? What day to you, me honey? What day to you, me bunny, we lass? I'll be 17 come Sunday. And she sang at the dooley, the dooley, the dooley, and she idled on me, and she idled on me, and she landed. Well, I went to her house on the top of the hill when the moon was shining clearly. She arose to let me in, but her mammy chanced to hear me. And she sang at the dooley, the dooley, the dooley, and she idled on me, and she idled on me, and she landed. Would you marry me now, me soldier lad? Would you marry me now or never? Would you marry me now, me soldier lad? Could you see I'm done forever? And she sang at the dooley, the dooley, the dooley, and she idled on me, and she idled on me, and she landed. Well, I won't marry you, me bunny wee lass, I won't marry you, me honey, for I've got a wife at home, and how could I disown her? And she sang at the dooley, the dooley, the dooley, and she idled on me, and she idled on me, and she landed. A pint at night is my delight, and a garden in the morning. The old women are my heartbreak, but the young ones are me darling. And she sang at the dooley, the dooley, the dooley, and she idled on me, and she idled on me, and she landed. And she sang at the dooley, the dooley, the dooley, and she idled on me, and she idled on me, and she landed.
right, guys. Way to go.
My name is Mick Maguire, and I'll quickly tell to you of a girl that I admired. She was Katie Donahue. She was fair and fat and 40, and believe me when I say, whenever I come in at the door, you can hear her mammy say, Johnny, get up on the fire, get up and give me your man a say. Can't you see it's Mick Maguire and he's courting your sister Kate? You know very well he owns the farm a wee bit out of the town. I can get out of that yippit and rattle if Mr. Maguire's him down. Well, the first time I met her was at a dance at Donaghadee. I very kindly asked her would she dance a step with me. I asked if I could see her home as she'd be gone me way. But whenever I came in at the door, you could hear the old one say, Johnny, get up from the fire, get up and give me your man a seat. Can't you see it's Mick Maguire and he's courting your sister Kate? You know very well he owns a farm a wee bit out of the town. I can get out to that yippit and rattle and Mr. Maguire's him down. But now that we are married, her mammy changed her mind, because I spent the money that me daddy left behind. Now she hasn't got the decency to give me time of the day, and whenever I come in at the door, you can hear her mammy say, Johnny, come up to the fire, come up, you're sitting in the draught. Can't you see it's Al Maguire, rock, he nearly drives me down. Sure, I don't know what gets in him, and he's always on the tear. So sip me an hour and never you dare give Al Maguire the chair. And he's always on the tear. So sip me your arm and never you dare give Al Maguire the chair. Sure, I don't know what gets in him, and he's always on the tear. So sip me your arm and never you dare give Al Maguire the chair.
You're listening to Celtic Traditions, and if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please send us an email at celtictraditions912@gmail.com. That's celtictraditions912@gmail.com. You just heard the Irish Rovers with the humorous tale of Mick Maguire. Before that, you heard a local band from the Boston suburbs that is now retired and had a huge role in introducing me to Irish music. That was the O'Reillys with two hornpipes, the Boys of Blue Hill, and the Liverpool hornpipe. Up next, we have a gorgeous song from the Macon Brothers with special guests Cherish the Ladies. This is Straw into Gold.
Standing at the gates of Ellis Island, waiting for his new name to be called, staring across the water at the world that waits before him, starting out with nothing at all. But he can see his future like a picture in a frame, calling him across the waves of grain. As the seasons roll by and his story unfolds, he will weave a new life, spinning straw into gold, spinning straw into gold.
Journeys on across the Mississippi, settles on the endless open plain. There he walks 1,000,000 miles behind his mule and plow, in the sun, in the wind, and in the rain. And the mother of his children children join him there, and the life they find is rich beyond compare. As the seasons roll by and their story unfolds, they will weave a good life, spinning straw into gold, spinning straw into gold.
He lays beneath the shade of that old oak tree, on the hill above the land he handed down. Maybe now he watches as the generations harvest the love and care he planted in the ground. On a mantle in the house we see his picture in a frame, and we pray that we live up to his good name. As the seasons roll by and our story unfolds, we will weave a good life, spinning straw into gold, spinning straw into gold, spinning straw into gold, spinning straw into gold.
WRUU is seeking to connect business and organizational partners with our diverse and passionate listeners. If you appreciate our local radio station and have the enthusiasm to cultivate sponsorship from business and organizational leaders, we have a commission-based position that might be right for you. We're looking for a non-commercial underwriting representative to take WRUU's message into the community to support Savannah's only community radio station. For more information, or if your business would like to support us right now, email fundraising@wruu.org.
This is Frankie Gavin, and you're listening to Celtic Traditions with Michael Corbett on WRUU, Savannah, Georgia.
Well, in the merry month of June, from me home I started, left the girls of Tuam, nearly broken-hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears, says mother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut just out like corn to banish ghosts and goblins, a brand new pair of brogues, rattling o'er the bogs and frightening all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Aldera. Well, in Mullingar at night, her rested limbs so weary, started by daylight, me spirits blithe, and ere he took a drop of the pure, keep me heart from sinking, that's the paddy's cure. Whenever he's on for drinking to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while at me curious style, 'twould set your heart to bubble and ask me was I hired, wages I required till I was almost tired of the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Aldera. Well, in Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fine city, so then I took a stroll all among the quality bundle it was stole, all in a neat locality. Something crossed me mind when I looked behind, no fundle could I find upon me stick, a wobbling acquiring for the rogue, said me Connaught brogue wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Aldera. Well, from there I got away, me spirits never fail, and landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. The captain at me roads said that no room had he when I jumped aboard a cabin found for Paddy. Down among the pigs played some funny rigs, danced some hearty jigs, the water round me bubbling when off Holyhead. Wish myself was dead or better far instead on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Aldera. Well, the boys of Liverpool, when we safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil, temper I was losing, poor old Erin's Isle. They began abusing the Ravi soul, says I be shillelagh, I let fly. Galway boys hooray, it's all I was a-hobbling with the loud hooray. Giant in the affray, we quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road all the way to Dublin, whack for Aldera.
That was the late Liam Clancy with the classic Rocky Road to Dublin from the album Irish Troubadour, which contains some amazing songs that you wouldn't otherwise hear from any members of the Clancy family. Before that, we heard the legendary Frankie Gavin with Alec Finn with Sailor on the Rock. Frankie was just in the Low Country a few weeks ago performing at a house concert. Up next is Solace with a French tune that has found its way into the Irish tradition. The tune is called Crested Hens, but here in Savannah we refer to it as the Crispy Chicken. After that, you'll hear a song called Crooked Jack from the band Goats Don't Shave.
see is what you find. Well, I had my share of luck and happiness. On many's a feather bed I've been undressed. 100 girls I've asked 100 times. Won't you come with me? Won't you be mine? Through Ireland we'll roam. Through Ireland we'll roam. And if you won't come with me, then I'll travel on alone. Through Ireland we'll roam. Through Ireland we'll roam. No time for turning back. Crooked Jack. Every man across the land would give a knife for Kitty's hand, and the taste of her moonshine made you dance, it made you sing, made you fit for anything, and I nearly lost my mind. Well, I loved that woman, but I loved her whiskey more. And when the law came knocking on her door, she hit the road and likewise Crooked Jack, with a barrel of the best upon my back. Through Ireland we'll roam. Through Ireland we'll roam. And if you won't come with me, girl, I'll travel on alone. Through Ireland we'll roam. Through Ireland we'll roam. No time for turning back. Crooked Jack. She had eyes like the sun, and I thought she was the one. Hair that fell down to her jeans, and a kiss that stopped the heart of a rambling Crooked Jack. Every night she filled my dreams. So I told her that I'd like to settle down. I'm sick and tired of traveling around. She said, Crooked Jack, I'm gonna say this just one time. Oh, won't you come with me? Won't you be mine? Through Ireland we'll roam. Through Ireland we'll roam. And if you won't come with me, then I'll travel on alone. Through Ireland we'll roam. Through Ireland we'll roam. No time for turning back. Crooked Jack.
You've been listening to Celtic Traditions on WRUU. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. I'm Michael Corbett, reminding you that you can find live Irish music all year long in Savannah and throughout the Low Country. Please join us next time for more of the best music from Ireland and beyond.